Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into map number 1 of our second best of 3 of the day. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have got, Avoiding Same Heroes. Sorry, could not remember their name for a second. So we have Avoiding Same Heroes on the left-hand side, or ASH for short, and we have Storm League Enjoyers on the right, or SLE for short. This is our second best of 3. We're in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Winner of this moves on to the lower bracket semifinal. Winner of the semifinal goes on to the lower bracket final, and then the winner of that goes into the grand final. So we have still 1, 2, 3, 4 games for all of you. 3 of those will be best of 3s, and the grand finals a best of 5. We're in Cursed Hollow, map number 1 of this best of 3. So if you're wondering how we got to Cursed Hollow, I got you covered. The members of Avoiding Same Heroes will win the coin flip and opt in for map pick priority. They will ban away Dragonshire and Towers of Doom. Storm League Enjoyers getting rid of Sky Temple and Garden of Terror. We'll see Cursed Hollow as the map choice of Avoiding Same Heroes. This is a very interesting choice. The vast majority of teams opt in for first pick priority. So I am wondering why they're going to be going for this. We'll have to see what they have intended for their draft, as they probably have something they want to bring to Cursed Hollow. As a reminder, as the Meta Madness style of draft, we do have heroes that are picked and played or unavailable for future maps. Of course, the bans at the top of the screen do not add to that list. They only pertain to the current map, so map number 2 could be Braxton Sold Out. We could see in a Nubrak, an Uther, or whatever these next 2 bans are going to be. The other thing to know is there are pre-banned heroes for the tournament and for this qualifier, so these will just be, these are additives. So last week we had 8, this week we have 12 heroes banned away. Abathur, Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Lucio, Sergeant Hammer Tracer, and Vala are all unavailable for this qualifier. They don't need to be banned away at the top of the screen, they are banned away. And so I think that catches you up on everything you need to know about this map, this series, and what's going to be going on as Anubrak, Dahaka, Uther, and Tyrande will be banned away. Okay. Respect for the last game Tyrande. Ash must have been watching and is like, alright, you know what, that Tyrande, those Lunar Flares, those Sentinels, they were on point. And Cursed Hollow is a very good map for Tyrande. Sentinel build allows her to delay out the objective. The chunking damage with the Empower, the Ranger, the Harsh Moonlight, all these things scale really well. It is a first pick Sylvanas on the right-hand side. Great for Cursed Hollow. Siege potential is really high. We'll have a Rhaegar grabbed on the left-hand side with a Falstead as well. I like the synergy quite a bit. Get yourself a global for the Falstead. You also have Gust for the boss control. Gust for boss control is really, really strong. Wind Tunnel into a lot of the kind of concave little areas are impactful as well. So we should see some sort of spread, sort of AoE damage on top of all of this. I'd like to see something with a slash, like a Greymane, honestly, like diving in, razor swiping. That's really, really strong when people are all collided into a corner. Even Junkrat can be really good on top of all of that. But let's go ahead and get into another ban phase as Sylvanas, Muradin, Yrel is grabbed for Storm League Enjoyers. They will need a healer. We could see a priority ban into some sort of healer. Decker Kane was played in the previous best of 3 by Storm League Enjoyers, and the last map was Dragonshire. And what did they play on Dragonshire? Malfurion was on the side of dogs. Oh, it was the Tyrande. Duh, I'm an idiot. I was just talking about it. Sorry, it's way too early. It's way too early. We need more tea. Ash will take my recommendation. Avoiding Same Heroes will take my recommendation and will ban out that Zeratul, though. The one who can help Microsoft save HOTS? Who, me? Yeah, thank you, Happy Beaver. I need more caffeine. I need to wake up faster. I actually got some pretty decent sleep last night. We had some crazy wind and storm stuff last night, but it is a beautiful day outside. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Dan Cerilii. Welcome to the stream. Holy crap, HOTS? Yeah, I do a lot of HOTS content. I stream 6 days a week. By the way, if you are new to the stream, if you're not following, it costs you $0 to follow. I do HOTS content like 4 out of 6 days of my stream week. I think they'll start reinvigorating HOTS. No, I don't. Unfortunately, no. I love this game to death, but I don't think it's a priority for Microsoft. Dan Sully Reed. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I said. Dan Sully Reed. Welcome to the stream, bud. Bonhart, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, I stream 6 days a week. We average about 6 hours per stream. I'll be doing content for all of these Meta Madness qualifiers and playoffs and stuff like that. Tuesdays are Storm League Day. Thursdays I do casting. Wednesdays are variety, and so are Fridays. So yeah, if you enjoy the content here, if you want another streamer to hang out with throughout your weeks or to get through your workday, I am pretty much... I have, like, put my schedule for a decent amount of people's work days. All right, I have rambled through the first draft of the day, or the first draft of this best of 3, but a pretty good build to the side of Storm League enjoyers. I do like the reset potential off of Li Ming. Their Deckard Cain will be nice to lock people in place. Murden can play off of that, as well as Urel bopping people in. ETC, Tyrael, Lunara. I do love the avoiding same heroes draft here. Damage over time, Tyrael amplifying speed and chase. I mean, ETC might be a stage dive ETC. Let's go ahead and swap us into the casting screen. I will get us a prediction written up, and we will get into Cursed Hollow, map number 1. We will keep the names abbreviated for the gamble for ease, so it all kind of stays together. On the left-hand side of Cursed Hollow, we are here with Avoiding Same Heroes, or ASH for short. Skizikid, I believe is how you say their name on the ETC. Ren to play a Rhaegar, Hopaka Lunara, Bish Hanzo, and Mai on the Dancing Tyrael. I just go for Mai because that's easy for me to say. On the right-hand side, we have Storm League Enjoyers. Lovecall will play a Muradin. Aryan on a Sylvanas. Itrax with Li Ming. We've got a Deckard Cain played by Alvarez and Aether on a Urel. Now, you've seen the level 1s at the bottom of the screen. You know what the setup is going to be. So I give you all 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Which team do you think will win map number 1 of our second best of 3 of the day? As a reminder, we have many more best of 3s going on today. We have a best of 5 grand finals a little bit later on. You must have followed me back in the day. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back by the stream and hanging out and chatting. Deckard Cain will look at will be grabbing a Sapphire level 1. Increase that slow to a 65%. Auto attack build for Falstad ETC. Picking up Block Stacks Tyrael as the Ardent Restoration, grabbing those Regeneration Globes. And Sylvanas does have the Might of the Banshee Queen. Li Ming gonna have those Aetherwalker Magic Missile value, and Dauntless on that Urel. Also, of course, the Lunara with the Sentinel. Oh, and also we do have Wolfheart on Rhaegar. I always like to show the Sentinel value, so you'll see how much vision that Sentinel is going to provide right now. Once it stays in the bush for about 5 seconds, I think it is, actually. That is the edge of Lunara's vision revealed by Sentinel Wisp. It is super duper strong. I really wish... Like, if this game, I talk about this all the time. If this game continued to have active development, beautiful Haunting Wave to avoid the power slide right there. If this game had active development, I really wish we had have more scaling, questing talents on things that are super duper common, like talent-wise. So, for example, like, extended hook range on Stitches is now at 13. You have Stormbolt is, you know, you get the piercing value when you just hit level 10. Vigorous Vaulter for Maev at level 20. These things, I really, really wish there were more of these things for characters on really common level 1s. Like, let's say Lunara does, like, Lunara reveals 5 enemies with a Wisp, the Sentinel Wisp value is gained. You know, something like that. Obviously, I'm not a developer, so I don't have, maybe 5 is too little, maybe 5 is too much. But this just opens up avenues to take other talents, so we're not just stuck being like, it's Sentinel Wisp level 1, again! Or like Malfurion with Emerald Dreams, like, root 25 heroes and unlock Emerald Dreams sleep value. So that way we're not just stuck taking Emerald Dreams every single game. These are the things that I really wish, like, I love that, and, you know, maybe I'm in the weeds with some of these ideas, but, like, I do think there's some crazy cool scaling ideas with this. This existed in League of Legends. There's some characters that as you level up with them, their attack style changes. They go from a melee into a range, or I might not be getting that correct, but Kale is the option, or the example that I'm using here, if anyone knows from League of Legends. as they scale, their auto attack changes, which is, I find that super interesting. But anyways, my hopes and dreams, maybe one day, Li Ming will get a combo into the ETC, but it is Muradin who's taking a lot of damage. The Dwarf King will not fall. As ETC goes for a channel delayed out by the Surel. We still have our first objective phase of them available. It just spawned about 20 seconds ago, but still. Big gambles on these two teams right now. A Druin's Might will be thrown in by the Tyrael. Li Ming trying to poke out here and there. Lunara doing her best to apply some poison. She is going to be into Nature's Calling level 4. Stormbolt shy of Lunara. Alpaca is smashed into the wall by the Righteous Hammer of Yrel. Itrax going for the channel. Is there any delay? Lunara does get it. The Noxious Blossom. Wisp put into the bush, and my apologies, I didn't even see the Tyrael rotating in. Sylvanas will be the one to go down. First blood over to the side of avoiding Same Heroes. Decker Kane will throw some shapes down on the ground. Gets one delay. Muradin does not have a Stormbolt connecting. ETC lands the Power Slide through. A nice face melt to bop Muradin back. Forced to use the Dwarf Toss out. I do have to point out, meanwhile in top lane, Falstad is continuing just to scale up and throw out some of these autos. I was going to say into the fort front gate, but realistically, that's like the first wave to crash into it. Itrax in the bottom lane is going to get chunked and will go down. ETC getting that last auto attack. I think actually Bish was just doing double soaks between mid and top. I think that's just really about it, okay. Secret weapon level 7. Ren gets the channel and avoiding Same Heroes with 2 kills and a decent wave in bottom lane. We'll have that first tribute and are going to take down fort front gate. Sylvanas going for a mega aggressive push in the top lane, and Falstad just completely punishes it, throws out the hammering once again. This auto attack build, Falstad should be respected. Top lane fort will take a chunk of damage, but it's not going to be falling. Decker Kane will have to hearth out at bottom for full mana. Power slide from ETC, little bit of poke out from this Itrax Li Ming. Trying to force back the enemy, trying to get some damage and some resets on those arcane orbs with the max distance or increased distance. Is it 75%? Oh, it's only 50. Sorry, I thought it was 75. Different talent. But 10 talent here on the horizon, though. We'll cycle through those numbers if you are curious about the damage, healing, and experience. Judgment Tyrael, Thornwood Vine on Lunara, ETC Stage Dive, Gust Falstad, and a Ancestral Healing on Rhaegar. Okay. Judgment Tyrael. No sanctification needed. It's just all gas from avoiding Same Heroes. Storm League Enjoyers, though, about 20% or so from getting their level 10s. Li Ming looking for the combo into Alpaca. Here comes the Stage Dive ETC, spurred on by that Judgment of Tyrael. Itrax will go down. Alpaca gets a Ancestral. Muradin will hit level 10. Unfortunately, he's dead, so he's got a few moments to consider. Do I want Haymaker or Avatar? And you might sit there and be like, Bahamut, why would he take Haymaker? I mean, with the dive potential of Tyrael. Ah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you for proving my point, Muradin. With the dive potential of Tyrael and ETC, why not have some sort of tool to push back the enemy when all they want to do is just get in your face? I absolutely 100% back this choice of Haymaker. We will see a Lord NATO Decker Kane. Also a Wailing Arrow Sylvanas, Wave of Force Li Ming, and Ardent Defender on Yrel. Bosses will be traded, though. Not enough time to get a boss and rotate to the other side of the map. Tyrael gets mid lane soak. Currently 17 regeneration globes for him. 16 stacks on the Falstad level 1. And that's all the scaling talents to mention. I agree, awesome. Yeah, fun has been chosen this game. Fun has been. ETC in the bottom lane, but the reason he's got Stage Dive up and available. Oh my god, Tyrael takes way too much damage, tries to avoid the Scroll of Sealing from Decker Kane. Skizikid comes in with a Stage Dive, and that kind of pushes back the enemy for the moment. Boss in top lane, full HP. Boss in bottom lane, just about the same. 2 out of 3 for the tributes. Over to the members. Avoiding Same Heroes, and it looks like they'll just give up this objective, look for 13 talents here, clear out the boss, and try not to lose too much in that top lane. Meanwhile, Bish is rotated down into bottom and will assist in the boss's siege in this keep front gate. And I do believe with Li Ming here, Bish will disengage and the boss will get the keep front gate right now. Urella's not going to catch Falstad. Okay, I was wondering if she was going to continue to rotate down into him. 5-0 in kills. Bosses are about 4 minutes away each, a little less than that. Urel jumps in. Rhaegar comes back with a bite on the butt. ETC's in the bush. He's got a power... No, he's got a face melt to push back the enemy. What's up, Tomaso? Good to see you. Thornwood Vines poke into the fort front gate. That's a gust into Muradin, unfortunately. He's got Dwarf Toss and... it was a good attempt. 60-second cooldown. By the time the objective's up, we're going to be about halfway through that gust cooldown. There should be enough time to poke and wait for that if they really need it. Some Thornwood Vines being thrown in. Aether looking for a flank onto the enemy team. 13 talents here on both sides. Healing static level 13 for Muradin. Ancient Blessings on that Decker Kane. We'll also see the Windrunner Sylvanas. Muradin going for the channel here. Nicely done with the extended range of Falstad's secret weapon. Decker King gets a Herodric cube out. Falstad continues to delay. Sage dive in from ETC. Eye track so very low. Tyrael wants to get the kill. One auto will be enough. Wave of Force is self-cast. Oh, but Li Ming gets a potion just in time from Decker Kane, and that's ETC going down. Barbecue is on the menu, ladies and gentlemen. Cal went down. Rhaegar shall fall as well. That's a reset for Li Ming. That gust from Falstad utilized to try and push back the enemy, but it doesn't seem like it's working out. Another reset from Li Ming, and she'll blink away from the Tyrael explosion. She'll get another blink away as well. Tyrael gets no value from his trait, and a nicely achieved... This is not curse over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers, but they are going to take down mid lane fort. Urel will get 2 out of 3 for the team. Someone can go clear up bottom lane. Mid lane keep front gate should go down, but the death timers are still kind of low here. 8 seconds on Tyrael, 13 on the Falstad, and 1 on Rhaegar. Oh, the only request is we keep the chat to English, just because I only know English because I was raised in America, and English is the only language in the world. My only request, if I've seen some words in chat, I don't know if they're emotes or if they're words of other language, but just try and keep it to English, please, chat. That's the request. Thank you. 2 out of 3 for tributes on both sides. We're going to get a spawn on the left-hand side, closer to the positioning of avoiding same heroes' structures. Just want to show that Sentinel Wisp value once again. Li Ming is going to try and poke into that. Wisp sees her, going to move it out. Maybe back in? Nah, okay, they're going to micro it a little bit. Eye tracks will be discovered. Okay. 16s on both sides. Imposing presence ETC. Tyrael is, I forget the level, the Burning Halo. Oh, I just said your name. Okay, I wasn't sure. Sorry about that. I just don't know. A Lornado from Decker Kane. Aether going for the channel. That'll be interrupted by a gust. Here comes the stage dive from the ETC. Righteous Hammer into Ren. Rhaegar's trying to back away. Li Ming looking for a reset. Haunting Wave in. This Sylvanas wants to make the big play. The Rhaegar gets the Ancestor Healing self-cast, and now Li Ming is in, or excuse me, the Sylvanas is in a little rough spot. And no, it's actually a reset for Li Ming. She will take down the Rhaegar. The Falstad falls as well. The Divine Steed. The Wave of Force gets the reset. Oh, beautifully achieved. Hello, Stream Deck? Stream Deck! God dang, just trying to create a good show here for Twitch chat. Mid lane keep will go down with the triple kill. 20 seconds about. And you know what they say. If you want to win a game, you better take Haymaker. Sylvanas with the Windrunner value here. Sylvanas made a huge play right there. Nicely done. Gust from Falstad. They're going to try and push this away. Wait, did I call it too early? No, 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 not like this, not like this, no, not like this. Decker Kane starts smacking core. The Urel Uzari Defender, not like this, no!
Red team. Team kill!
what I translates to hi, Katie. Fredu. Oh yeah, just try to keep it to English, friends. Just try to keep it to English, please. Just try to keep it to English. That's all. I can't believe it. The caster curse. The caster curse is real, man. All right, Li Ming. Li Ming, you gotta make the most oh, nope. You gotta make the most Queen Mary of plays. Okay, well, I will never compliment someone's haymaker ever again. That's what I learned today. Oh boy. Lesson learned on my side. Sorry, the total sub count's way too high for that request, so let's see if we can hit this as our sub goal today.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Wow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Meta Madness casting for qualifier number 3. We are here in the lower bracket quarterfinals with Avoiding Same Heroes on the left-hand side and Storm League Enjoyers on the right. We're getting into Battlefield map number 2, and this is going to be the map choice of Avoiding Same Heroes as Storm League Enjoyers opted in for first pick priority as the losing team from Cursed Hollow. As a reminder, Sky Temple and Garden of Terror banned out by Storm League Enjoyers. Towers of Doom and Dragonshire banned out by the members of Avoiding Same Heroes. We have an Anubarak to be banned away at the top right of our screen, and we also will see a few more other bans. As a reminder, the Meta Madness style of draft means that heroes that are picked and played in this best of 3 are unavailable for future maps. So we did just see a Yrel, a Falstad. We had blanking on other heroes in that game, ETC as well. There you go, Tyrael was played. All those heroes in the previous map are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. There are also permabanned heroes for the entire tournament as well as the qualifiers. There are currently 12. If you'd like to know what those are, there's an alphabetical list pinned at the top of the Twitch messages. Stukov will be banned away for Battlefield of Eternity, Anubarak as well. Are they going to get rid of a Greymane? Are they worried about the race potential of him? Lunara was played as well. She's fantastic for a map like this, so not going to be able to have her burning down the objective with the Nature's Culling. But there's still great other heroes to really work on the objective as well. You're wondering if you went crazy or something. Yes, absolutely you went crazy. You absolutely went crazy. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thank you for the redemption, Big Sid. Sorry I missed that. Right, so Garrosh is gone, so we're whittling down the tank pool currently for Battlefield of Eternity. I'm getting rid of more. Oh! A ballsy move from a. No, I'm sure they're typing to each other in the draft chat. We can't see draft chat because we are set to spectator mode. We are not a referee, so I can't see the draft chat. But I'm assuming they probably are communicating this in the draft chat. Oh, of course, as always, if you don't know, the heroes that are banned at the top of the screen do not add to the banned list of heroes. So if we do make it to a map number 3, let's say it's Braxis Holdout, Anubarak, Garrosh, Stukov could be played if they're not banned. First pick Uther for Battlefield of Eternity on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Okay. I would assume it's main tank Uther. They're going to pick up a secondary healer, and I would like to see a stun-heavy composition, like a stun burst composition. And you know what? The Chromies are really good steal here as well. Dahaka's a great pickup. You might be like, Dahaka on a 2-lane map? Dahaka actually gets a lot of value here. Brushstock flank potential's huge. His solo lane wave clear is great. You can go into an auto attack build as well, so you actually get some decent auto attack damage into the Immortal as well as the team fighting. And your sustain against the solo laner is pretty strong. I've actually been messing around with that solo lane play myself. You go into the Tissue Regeneration and the Hero Stalker. And then you also look in for the, oh god, I'm blanking on the level 7 as well. blanking on that level 7 talent off the top of my head. But either way, Uther, Chen, and Greymane to the right-hand side. Oh, Symbiosis, there you go. The Symbiosis level 7, because then you get the cooldown reduction, stuff like that. But Chen, Greymane. Okay, so we got Dive, Burst, Auto Attack, Heavy Composition so far, as we get a White main ban, okay. Revolver, god dang it. I still don't understand who Norm is and why the light hits him so much. What's up, Ruxar? Good to see you as well. Good to see all of you in chat. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Appreciate you checking out the stream and lurking, chatting, cheering on these teams. We still have more games after this. We still have a lower bracket semifinal, lower bracket final, and the grand finals later on. This could be a 2-0 series, but I feel like Storm League enjoyers. I feel like Storm League enjoyers can rally and take us to a map number 3. Hopefully, I'm not caster cursing them in draft, but I think I'm okay to say that what I hope for. But because I want more games, I just want more games. Alpha Killer is banned. Alpha Killer is banned. Alpha Killer is, don't feel like I see it super often in competitive play, to be honest, though. I feel like it's not super duper common. Alright, Arthas and Malfurion. So the Arthas to get the slowdown, so to get these slows on the auto attacks on the Greymane, Malfurion for more roots, like, it's just CC versus what I'm assuming is going to be kind of a dive composition. I would like to see Storm League enjoyers play this aggressive. Getting a Cassia would open up the opportunity for more dive. It is a very auto attack heavy composition if they go Cassia. Oh, okay. So they will get the blinds with the Mei. Alarak. I like a good Alarak, man. I love a good Alarak. Okay, I'm in for the Alarak. It's gonna be their way to get into the Chromie Malfurion backline. I'm assuming it's gonna be Deadly Charge. Maiev for more CC. Whoo. What's up, Third Eye? There was a guy at the brewery when I was hanging up my paintings who was, he brought in his dog, and I was like, oh, what's her name? And he said, like, the name, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't get the reference. And he goes, oh, you know, like Blind Eye from TLC. And I didn't have the heart to correct him. I was just like, I'm pretty sure he just misspoke. It's just... Blind Eye. Oh, okay, Blind Eye. All right, let's get ourselves a Twitch prediction going right now. Which team is going to win Battlefield of Eternity? On the left, let's go ahead and see what we got from Avoiding Same Heroes. Your level 1's at the bottom of the screen. On this Dahaka will have a Skizikid, Arthas, Bish to play Maiev, Opaka, Chromie, Ren on Malfurion. You can't wear Christmas skins until after Thanksgiving. And before anyone says, but Thanksgiving's already happened. In Canada, yes. On the right-hand side, Storm League Enjoyers trying to take us to a map number 3 through Battlefield of Eternity. We have a Chen, Aether, Alvarez, Uther, Itrex on a Greymane, Lavcall with a Mei, and Aeon on a Alarak. Sorry, looking at level 1 talents here really quickly. Oh, wait, hold on. Top lane, Chen is going to be taking a bit of damage. We also see the Naish's Memento immediately popped by the Maiev to get some bounce damage onto the fort front gate. While all this early game shenanigans does happen, let's go ahead and get a Twitch prediction going for all of you. Left Eye? Yeah, I do believe it's Left Eye, right? Not Third Eye, sorry. Third Eye is I was mixing things up, but yeah, it's Left Eye, right? Is the TLC singer? Not Blind Eye? Maybe Blind Eye is another name, I never knew. Dahaka is going to be harassed. It is a little TVP in this bottom corridor. Arthas goes for the Howling Blast and can't land anything onto the enemy. We have a Rhyme on that Arthas as well, level 1. Dahaka will be going for the Spell Armor at level 1, the Enduring Swarm, but you also increase the duration by 0.5 seconds as well. First blood will be over to the side of avoiding same heroes. My apologies. Storm League Enjoyers have their Chen pushing up top lane. Left Eye was the nickname of a member of TLC. Yeah, but I don't think her name was Blind Eye. Yeah, Lisa Lope. Yep. Bottom fort front gate's gonna take a bit of damage while our gamble does continue. We got some believers in avoiding same heroes, some Storm League Enjoyers as well. One kill early on for avoiding same hero. We will see Time Walker's Pursuit for Chromie. She also does have the Adhoral Anomaly. More time traps, but also keep in mind, reduce its cooldown by 8 seconds. Yeah, just don't go chasing waterfalls, chat. The bit in the other guys where the police chief constantly quotes TLC but never realizes that he's doing it. Nice kill from Alarak, 3% on his sadism. Are we show of force level 4? What are we doing here? Or are we going full Discord Strike build with our Alarak? It is show of force level 4. Alarak's max sadism can now be 150%. 20 augment or 20 plus from level 4 and 30 from the baseline. From those 3% per kills. Umbral Bind pulls in the Chen. And a kill to be achieved by avoiding same heroes as the Impaler camp amplifies this siege. Mayav Bish looking for a few fan of knives to poke onto Alarak. He gets a combo. Unfortunately, doesn't get the extended lightning in time, or the lightning surge. Unable to get that extra 2%, but hold on. Here comes May with a blizzard in as well as the icing. A drag will be met onto her. Bit of a combo from Alarak, getting some more sadism. 105 currently. We're not going to focus too much on that, but we're just kind of calling it out right now because the early game skirmishes have just been a lot of poke between the two teams. Our Chen will soak up bottom lane a little bit more, and even though it's a kill advantage to the side of avoiding same heroes, Storm League Enjoyers are keeping pace with this experience. Third Eye Blind was a rock band formed in the 90s. Yes. I think that's where my brain went to, was Third Eye Blind. Dahaka is going to get bopped around here. We have a Frozen Tempest activated by the Arthas. He's going to be trying to pressure onto the Uther. A very low Alarak will have a sadism reset, and that's going to be a pause for the time being. As always, during pauses we pull out of the game for competitive integrity, as there is a delay on stream. So we'll figure out what this pause is going to be, and we'll get ourselves back into map number 2 in just a moment. Thank you all for your patience, and sorry about that. It was so dang popular, it was everywhere regardless of your fan or not. Impossible miss TLC in their heyday. Do you know what's crazy to me? I have some friends that are musicians up in the town I live in, and I made a reference to Hanson's Mbop at the bar one time, and they both looked at me like I was insane. And I was like, you know Hanson, right? And they were like, who? I was like, you can't not know Hanson. Everyone knows Hanson. At least in the United States, like, I don't know. It was a weird thing. I was just like, to this day, I'm just like, I think they're fucking with me. I'm pretty sure they're fucking with me. Alright, back into the game. A little bit of a pause. There was a mic issue that is now resolved. No 7 talents here on either side as the first objective phase will go to the east-west positioning. Greyman on the right-hand side trying to burn through that health bar. A stagger will not be enough to sustain this Chen, and he has to... Well, he will be falling as Itrax is trying to back away over here on the right-hand side towards their mid-gate. Unable to avoid the Howling Blast of Arthas. But that Frozen Tempest reduces your movement speed as well as reducing your auto attack speed. And now we get into a pure race between both sides. Arthur's trying to poke back with a Howling Blast. Oh, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a real close one between these two teams. It is 404. No Immortal found to the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Avoiding same heroes get a tiny, itsy-bitty shield on Alarian for this bottom lane. Alarian currently dealing 1,092 damage into structures. Base damage is 546. So if you did not know, Alarian does double. The Immortals deal double damage into structures. Fun fact, the Immortals deal 10 times damage into minion waves. They deal 6,006 damage into minions. That's how they get the insta-kill. There are little stats like that we can look at in the Observer mode, which is always fun. But this bottom lane Immortal gets some damage onto the fort. Maiev comes in with an Umbral Bind, pulling the Mei around, but she won't be displaced to the point of any sort of threat on her health bar. A Howling Blast comes out from Arthas, and he's able to back away. Greymane keeping that Inner Beast active. You can see the glow on his weapons coming off that, or excuse me, keeping the Inner Beast going off of that minion wave. The bottom lane fort just below 50%. Arthas may be looking for this flank setup, and Mei is going to scout that out. Blizzard goes down now. Arthas is a little split from his team. Chromie with the time trap as well as the slowing sands zones away the enemy, and the Impaler camp goes to our blue squad of avoiding same heroes. While we have 10 Talontiers coming up pretty soon at the top of our screen, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. I did see 73 stacks on the Frozen Tempest, Frozen Waste level 4 for the Arthas. And we'll check on those stats a little bit later on the questing side of things. Umbra Bind pulls Itrax into a bit of a rough spot. A cleanse out from Alvarez immediately. Uther's got that on point. The time traps are put out, an immediate arming on that. The level 1 Time Walker's Pursuit allows these time traps to be armed faster as well. That's how Chromie's able to throw these out and immediately activate them, getting that time stop onto the enemies. Icing away from the Mei. Howling Blast attempted to connect onto Greymane, but Itrax will not fall. Inner Beast is still active. As I said, that green glow on his weapon. Uther Wave of Light is going to be finished from level 1. Bish gets the vault to the ward, and here comes Itrax with the Dark Flight in, a stun from Uther, blinds from the Mei, but Itrax can't get a kill. Meanwhile, we take a look into top lane. It seems like Chen has put the pressure onto Dahaka, looking to see if Dahaka's got some Essence available stored. He does have full Essence stored. Not going to pop that. Looks like Dahaka does tap well, sustains that Essence for maybe an upcoming Immortal fight, which is going to be in the next 5 seconds on the bottom right of your screen. By the way, also, Dahaka is Adaptation level 10. Slowing Sands from Chromie, a Syndragosa Arthas, Containment Disc Maiev, and Tranquility from Maiev. As we have our talents back in the bottom of our screen, cycle through those numbers as we always do. 87 stacks on that Frozen Waste level 4 for the Arthas, 12 Regeneration Globes out of 15 for the Chen on his freshest ingredients, 104 on the Sadism for Alarak. Did he go for, does this reduce? No. I always forget which the talent icon is for the reducing sadism. Chen gets a Wandering Keg in. By the way, it's Counter-Strike for Alarak, Curse Bullet, Greymane, Avalanche for the Mei, and Divine Shield on the Uther as Malfurion will go down. Arthas and I think, Hopaka, Skizikid just back away. And the first half of this Immortal should easily go to Storm League Enjoyers. Dahaka will get a free fort in bottom lane with the camp. Maiev is going to push things up in top, so it's not like Avoiding Same Heroes are losing out too much here. They're gonna lose out the first half of the Immortal phase, but they will get a free fort in bottom. Chen denies the top lane damage. Hey, what's up, Skullfy? Good to see you. Avoiding Same Heroes until next series. That's a very good point, yes. Umbral Bind into the Immortal stun does not connect. The Alarak does not get the activation onto the Counter-Strike. Arthas on the right-hand side was pushed away by a Avalanche. Chen is probably dead. His Wandering Keg's off cooldown. He gets the Unstoppable, rolls away. Chen, where are you going? Why are you going back in, Chen? Like, no HP, homie. Divine Shield on the Greymane. He's rolling away. Dahaka pops that adaptation. Back to full HP. Alarak looking for another combo. 109 sadism for the Protoss. The Protoss High Lord. But back at it, the race continues in favor of Storm League Enjoyers. Curse Bullet into the Maiev, looking for Fan and Ivory. Sets there's a cleanse into the Rhaegar. So I took a sip of tea right there, and I was thinking that'd be a huge fight. We got Belith going into bottom lane, dealing a little over 1,200 damage into structures, I do believe. He's actually dealing 666 base damage, 1,332 damage into structures. Decent shielding, decent points of health. The shielding will be dropped very quickly. For those of you who don't know, the Immortal attacks from range until the shielding drops, and then they move down into melee range. That also means they have that golden swirl go away from them, or their shield away from them. A quick kill into Greymane will force back Storm League Enjoyers, but Belith is still raining damage in onto this fort. Dahaka's gonna be able to burrow. Oh no, I don't think this worked out. Essence will be activated from Dahaka. Slowing Sands come out. There's a Containment Disc into Chen. Oh no, did Chen make a mistake going for this Wandering Keg play into the Dahaka? 2 enemy heroes consumed. Chen gets the Divine Shield, flying kick away, and he's out of there. But the fort will go down. Belv has the window. With all this kind of skirmishing in bottom lane, Belv has the window to take down the bottom lane fort, and that is not too bad as it's matched periodic catapult pressure in that bottom lane. Bish Maev wants the Umbral Bind pull onto Chen. He pops the elusive Brawler. Skizikid finishes out that Frozen Waste level 4. Still no 13 to the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Sindragosa comes through, doesn't lock down the fort. I think they might have missed that angle, not 100% sure. Greymane's the target, and Greymane will be deleted. Alarak Counter-Strike comes through. Dahaka activates his adaptation, and Storm League Enjoyers will hemorrhage 3. Wait, no. Mei is dead. What's up, Ruby? Okay, top fort goes down. Impaler camp to be grabbed. 13 talent tier rolls through to Storm League Enjoyers. Mei does have the crystallized level 4 and just picked up the cooling servos level 13. While Cryo Freeze is active, Mei's basic ability cooldowns recover 200% faster, and the passive basic attack slow by 20% for 1.5 seconds. I shall land in a moment. Blades of the High Lord. So Alarak's max sadism now can be 190. 130 from the base, 20% from the level 4, and plus 40 from Blades of the High Lord. For those of you who might want to, who are just curious. Enough to share for Chen. Shielding to the allies on the prowl for the Greymane, level 13. And we're 3/4 of a level away for 16 talent tier. And you can see that, yeah, they're I think they just play for that 16 talent tier. But of course, that might give over the first half of this Immortal phase. Dahaka's pushing up top lane. Arthas, Maev working on bottom. Yeah, this is the first half. Ooh, Chromie gets a nice timeout. A time stop on herself. Obaka actually uses the stasis right there. 16 does roll through on the side of avoiding same heroes. A 1.5 second stun. Greymane tries to get the kill into Chromie. Will confirm that. Meanwhile, Ren on the left-hand side gets a root drop down. Greymane is delayed out. He's able to roll into human form, get a few autos. Alarak sadism reset. Alvarez goes down as well. The Uther's got some ghost heals. Maev is able to Spirit of Vengeance blink away. It's a 2 for 2. Greymane Curse Bullet into Dahaka, lands the drag into the Immortal Stun. Beautifully done. The Nexus Forces take down Greymane. Meanwhile, Double Camp crashing in through bottom with a catapult fixated onto the cores, or onto the keep as well. Chen's gonna go take quick care of that, but I do believe this second half of the Immortal phase will go over to the side of avoiding same heroes. Mei with a blind or two, trying to slow this down. 10 seconds on Greymane to respawn, and maybe I called this too early. Maybe I have called this too early for this third Immortal phase, if I'm not mistaken. Containment Disc onto Maev. There's a 1.5 second silence afterwards. Alarak tries to put a little bit of displacement out. There's going to be a Chrysalis or a Cryo Freeze activated by Mei. Enough to share, gives a bit of shielding, and I was very incorrect. I thought there would be enough race, enough damage to take down that Immortal, but avoiding same heroes cannot do so. Greymane goes fishing with a Cursed Bullet on the enemy side Immortal. Mei with a snowball into the bush just to check and see if there's any of those time traps around, and absolutely there are. Chen clears up the bottom lane. The keep will be safe for the time being, and the Immortals sit nearly identical in HP, but of course I say that, and now Belith is being dropped. Chen gonna try and drink through a lot of this. There's a silence into Dahaka. He's gonna try and pop the adaptation, gets the essence in time. The Immortal still being focused on by the side of avoiding same heroes. Containment Disc onto Chen. Curse Bullet going out from Greymane, trying to keep that Inner Beast stacking and active. Valerian will go into the top lane. This is gonna be Wandering Keg splitting Hopaka. I don't think the Chromie will live on this one. Nicely done from Aether there. Can they find another kill? They will have to go and defend up against this Immortal. Divine Shield onto Greymane. I believe Dahaka, yeah, the adaptation was activated. He burrows under the ground. Another health bar for Dahaka. Can he back away in time? Nice Howling Blast from Arthas. The Frozen Waste activated around. Frozen Tempest getting that auto attack and speed reduction. Draglons onto Chen. Here comes the Sindragosa as well. Gillinan Cocktail thrown through a few enemies, and that is going to be a double kill to the members of Avoiding Same Heroes as the Immortals still working on Keep Front Gate. Dahaka a little too aggressive here in the mid-tower range. But of course the Immortal is still slapping through this keep front gate, is going to chunk into the keep right now. Bottom lane does have 2 catapults arriving to the keep there as well. Alarak is going to be able to get away with a little telekinesis. Blessings of the Bronze from Chromie. And she's making her way towards the core right now. Dahaka dead for 26. Counter-strike from Alarak going out. There's going to be a pull into Skizikid. Curse Bullet goes out. Arthas getting really low. Tanking some tower shots, trying to back away. Chen may be looking for an angle on a Wandering Keg. Skizikid is low here. There's the Wandering Keg splitting Malfurion. The Immortal will get a good chunk of damage on this core. Can there be any more fight found? 38 on that Wandering Keg, and Chen can't chase anything down. Looks like our Mei will hearth out for full. Alright, the bottom lane keep does not go down. Chromie's still being chased in top. She's going to throw down a few time traps. Okay. 14-7 in kills. 20 talents here, almost here. Uh-oh. Alarak's fine. Drag. Okay, there's a... Oh, the Divine Shield. Does he... Dahaka does have his adaptation. Will utilize it. There's an Avalanche. Gets a 0.5 stun onto Chromie. Did Mei come through the most Titanic... I gotta figure out a better word. There's a better boat out there. Oh no, Itrax goes to the beach! Well, Mei with a beautiful Avalanche. The 0.5 stun right there into the Chromie. Mei able to get the double kill. Greymane will go down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Oh boy. Ooh, it's falling apart a bit here, unfortunately. It was looking promising for a moment. I was thinking we got that map number 3 on the way, but oh boy, this Immortal phase will be popping up here, and yeah, they'll grab a camp for top. Sand in the eyes. Pocket sand! It was a really good Avalanche, which allowed them to get the kill into Malfurion after Dahaka, and I thought they had something there, but man, oh man. Kill into Greymane just shut it all down. Dahaka brush sucks in. Level 20, he went for the upgrade on Adaptation, which is going to give you increased Adaptation healing to 200% by the damage received and reduces the cooldown by 40%. First half of this Immortal rocketed through. Oh, Arthas accidentally didn't take the upgrade on Syndragosa. That's unfortunate. Must have been a misclick. 159 on Blades, or excuse me, on the Sadism for Alarak. This Immortal will go to the bottom lane. We know this because it's the more well-defended lane. Maiev will tag a camp over here on the left-hand side. Are Itrax and them looking for a fight before the objective phase really gets into lane? So this is risky, but it kind of feels like we're going all in for it. Alarak with the hasty bargain. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and just take a look at the fight. The Wandering Keg is going to be time stopped by the Chromie. Gonna push them around over here. Chen goes in with a flying kick, but he's all alone. Arthas uses Syndragosa. That's a dead Chen. I don't see a way that Panda lives on the left-hand side. Dahaka will be traded, but the Immortal fully shielded. I think this Immortal still wins. I don't know if Greymane and Alarak even have enough damage to take this down. Mei is so dead here. She doesn't have an Avalanche to push back the enemy. Wait a second. Alarak gets the kill. He's trying to take down the Chromie. Counter-Strike will not activate. I think they're just going in for the kills at this point. They know they've lost. They're like, let's just brawl in bottom lane. Let's have a little ARAM fun. Maybe we can get a couple kills off of Holpaka, and they will be able to absolutely do that. But that is going to be the core falling, and avoiding same heroes will knock Storm League enjoyers out of the bottom bracket here in qualifier number 3. Avoiding same heroes move on into our lower bracket semifinals. Unlucky. Oh, there's always next week and the week after that. There are still 2 more qualifiers. There are 5 qualifiers total, and there will be another. 4th qualifier is November 25th and 26th. The 5th qualifier is December 2nd and 3rd. After that, I do believe we get into the playoff weekend immediately.